All right, everyone, thank you for jumping on. Got head coach Ben Olsen here. Ben back at home this weekend against the Western Conference opponent again. How's the team prepared this week to look forward to Portland?
Good week. It took us a little bit to get there. Again, the Colorado trip took a little out of us for coming back on Tuesday, and again, mostly because it was a good performance and we gave everything, and we give one up late again. So that was a little tough to digest there on Tuesday, but it was a good week. They understand we're still in this thing, and that there's a bunch of teams trying to get those last two spots, and we're one of them. And there's 4 games left. We grab enough points in there, we still feel like we can get in this thing. But certainly, the importance of this game is is real. But we all know that. We all know that. We've known that for a while. We've managed to get some points to stay in this thing. So that's where we're at. I don't think a lot of people are giving us a chance, which is I think there's some value in that, and people have us out. And that's certainly not the case here. And we hope to make this very interesting. And it starts with a home game, and certainly righting the ship at home. So the mood is one of excitement right now.
All right, thanks for that. We'll start with Dustin.
Hey Ben, good morning. Hey, before we talk about the game, just wanted to get your thoughts on the news this morning. Brooklyn getting called into the U20 World Cup. A guy that's developed through this system for a while now. Just how important is that, and for Brooklyn and what you've seen from him this year in his development?
Well, I think as we go in this and we look at kind of these 3 years, it is important to look at what is also happening. Right, it's been a tough season. But to celebrate some of this stuff, where Jack's with the national team and progressing and in the mix, and Brooklyn's playing every game and developing, and now putting himself on the world stage at the under-20s, and anticipate him getting real minutes there. Again, selling some players, all this stuff. It is, when this happens, that's all part of a team moving and kind of creating a new culture and a new mindset with the club. So I'm proud of him. This has not been an easy couple years, because I think kids nowadays really just expect to be starting, and they see their peers playing all the time and at their age in the league and getting the minutes. So when they're not, it's a challenge. And his growth has been steady. It hasn't been 1 year where he's jumped up. It's been a process, and I think a lot of people at this club have been part of that process, and we take pride in that. And I'm looking forward to him being on the world stage.
And just looking at this Portland game, Arts are out, you'll be out as well. How does that kind of change, not having your captain in there, not having the midfielder in there, as you go against this Portland team that's been very good in their midfield?
Well, Artur being out's way more influential than me being out, so I wouldn't even put us in the same category. He's a big piece. You guys know that. Everybody knows that. Both from a leadership standpoint, but as a focal point and putting out fires and being a guy that's very reliable. Okay, we've dealt with that in every area of the field constantly throughout this year, and now there's a midfield hole for the day, and we got some guys to fill it, and it's the next man up. They'll be fine. We're not putting in people in there that don't have significant minutes and know what they're doing, both within the league and this year. So we'll be okay.
Thanks, Ben.
Joey, go ahead.
Hey, Ben. How so far have the new guys, Damian Lowe and Sergio Santos, fit into the puzzle so far? And can we anticipate a debut this weekend?
They are doing fine. It's a hard process to, at this stage in the game, kind of pop new guys in. It makes it easier that they know this league. Certainly in Sergio's case, he's coming from the league, and Damien spent a lot of time in this league and is a CONCACAF player. So, from a personality standpoint, and just fitting into the culture. It's not been very, very seamless. Both have a lot of personality, which I think at this stage in the season, it's nice to get some characters in here. Both of them have a fresh energy about them, and sometimes that helps. On the field, it's going to take a little time. Both of them are kind of here to take a look and offer some solutions if A and B happens, or if we need C in this game. So those are, but they're gonna help us in this next 4 games for sure.
Now, 4 games left this season. There's a lot of players looking at the contracts and the rosters that are either out of contracts or on option this year. Lowe and Sergio Santos are included in that. Is there a real sense of urgency with a lot of these players that are right now playing for their spot on the team next year?
I don't care how they motivate themselves. You know, I was a player once. Sometimes it was contracts, sometimes it was family, sometimes it was internal motivation. I don't care. Figure it out. If money's your motivation, great. Contracts your motivation, great. If that's not your motivation, find something else. That's not, I'm not reading that. I'm not looking at players like, oh, that guy's playing for a contract. No. These guys go through a journey of a year, and there's a brotherhood in there, and they want to win for the organization, our fans, and the group. Now, within that, yes, of course, there's layers to players' motivations, but going down the line saying this guy, I'm not spending a lot of time thinking about that. Asher and Pat deal with the contracts, and we can focus really on just trying to get this team to be at its best.
Thank you so much, Ben.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, go ahead. Oh no.
Jesus, are you kidding me?
We can't hear you. All right, Herman, go ahead and we'll come back to Jesus.
Maybe we'll come back to Jesus. Maybe.
Yeah, we're gonna give Jesus a couple time, but
Thank
somebody
you.
who figured it out, man. Felipe Andrade, got his option purchased to stay with the club. Just your thoughts on him and how he allows you to use your system, as a back and forth down the sideline type
Yeah,
player.
it's been a great year for him. He's been a real bright spot, and I think he's grown. He takes information very well. He's combative. He loves defending. He's good on set pieces, and he's got real pace. And this is the type of athlete and mentality that we want in the back line. And there's things to work on, and we still have to find out kind of where he is best for this team as we go forward. But in this time, look, Franco's been out for over a month. Right? Nobody even talks about that. Again, the center back rotations and Franco out, and Dan having the hip issue for a long time and still kind of struggling at times with that. It's been thin, and within that, you need players to step up, and he's one of them this year that has replaced injured players or kind of the back line. He's played a bunch of different spots, so he's certainly earned that new extension or buy or purchase or contract, whatever it was, and we're happy to have him going forward because again, he has a lot of different qualities that we like, and his versatility will help us.
Thank you, Coach.
Sam, go ahead.
Yeah, hi Ben.
Sam?
Yeah, just want to ask you, we just have 4 games to the end of the season, and I just want to ask you, at this time of season now, what would you say is the priority of the team? Is it making the playoffs or looking beyond it in terms of making sure that players get to the place where you want them to get to?
Our full priority right now is playoffs, and even more so, the priority of that is just Portland. That's it. That's all we can deal with right now. There's people that I work with, Asher and Pat, that can focus on the playoffs and this team and me and pushing us forward, but also focus on next year. And of course I have some of that dialogue as this goes. You always have to be proactive and always thinking about the future. But the headspace for certainly the staff and the players is in this moment, because I don't you know, and even in your voice, Sam, I don't think, you know, we have a chance at this thing, and I think the players believe that, and the coaching staff believes it. So that'll be it. And when and if that ever happens and we're out of it, we're going to still focus on the next game, and we're going to go try to get points in the next game. So this is just how we live, and of course there's conversations going on about the future, and but that would be the same situation as if we were in third place in the West. That's just professional sports, and you're always looking forward.
So with the table, so the race now so tight, do you speak to the players about the scenarios that may see the team to the playoffs, or like you said, is there one match scenario type of thing?
It's one match at a time. It's one match at a time.
All right.
We got to get 3 against Portland.
Good to go.
All right.
All right, just looking back up at a positive from last weekend, you played your full 90 minutes. How does that feel, playing those full 90 minutes under your belt?
Yeah, it's of course very, very nice to have gone those 90 minutes. I would have wished I could have gone 90 minutes and we could have taken 3 points home. But on a personal note, it has been a roller coaster of a season, not just for me, but also for the team in general. We have had some highs and some lows, and my season maybe speaks to that as well, where I've been in and out of the team. But it was nice to be able to perform and help the team as much as I could. Unfortunately, it was just not enough with the last second winning goal. Yeah.
And with the team back in, ready to go, how important is it to start this week on a high note, and as well as how was the intensity training today?
No, I think we are in this phase of the season where it's up to us. We are still in this race. I know that it might look like we should have won and we should have done that, and we have 2 games now where we concede late. But if you turn those struggles into some positive things, like struggles can hit you and you can sit down in the corner and you can whine, or you can stand up with your chest high and attack, and we're going to do that. The boys are as much ready as we can, and we're doing our very best. All the small things that needs to go our way, but it also comes from the mindset. If the mindset is that we're going to attack something and not to protect anything, because we have nothing to lose. We're going for the playoffs, and to get on a roll now would be ideal.
Yeah, and the Dynamo are back home this weekend against the Portland Timbers. What kind of match are you expecting against them?
It's always tough against Portland. Multiple goal games, but I hope that we can minimize the chances against and keep a strong defense. And then the other way around, we have created a lot of chances the last games, but haven't had the last bit of quality and luck to put into the net and give us that cushion where we can go up maybe 1 or 2 goals. But again, all these games are like finals right now, and if we treat it like that with the mindset, as I said before, that we're ready for everything, then I think we have a great chance. And at home, again, we want to change that narrative that at home is where we want to have our victories, and Saturday is a good turning point.
Yeah, and we'll do one more. You touched upon the mindset for the team. With 4 matches remaining for that push for the playoffs, how important is it, and as well as the key focus areas for the team to stay connected and locked in?
No, it's very critical at this point. You can see the end of the season, but if you see it as the end of the season, it's going to be a problem. We got to see it as we're going to go further and we're going to run into this playoff. So sometimes you can end number 5 and you're in the playoff, but again, as I said, we take it as a challenge, and if we can come into the playoffs with a high mindset of positive vibes, and that's the thing that we're trying as well. I know sometimes it can be negative. You're losing games and you haven't had the points that you want, but you never succeed when you're negative. You got to be positive, and you got to find the right moments to feel that you have the energy, and that's what we're trying to feed off and give each other, and that has to be the fuel.